Hey ladies, I'm Melissa Wilkinson, Senior Director with 31 Gifts, and I just want to share with you how I utilize backwards planning to help me with my hostess coaching. Now, what does backwards planning look like? Well, I'm just going to give you a quick overview. If you want a great idea at how to be super successful at this, there is an awesome 31-minute call by Julie Tim that you can find on TOT. Highly recommend it. And that's where I got my inspiration for my backwards planning. But how I do this, so for example, I take a look at my monthly calendar spread, and I have all of my parties in my calendar, but this shows me that month at a glance. Now, I love to utilize my weekly spread for my calendar to really dive in so I can see what my week looks like so I can really plan things out. Now, once I get into my weekly spread for my planner, and you use whatever planner works well for you, I put in all of my party dates right within those weeks so that I can see. And then I also make sure for each hostess touch point that I've got with each hostess that I'm filling them in. So I love to do my hostess coaching mostly on a Monday. My brain just works in buckets like that. So my routine is that Monday afternoons are spent touching base with each of my hostesses. So what I do is I write down each of their names in my Monday afternoon slot in my planner, and that's when I touch base with them. And I do this with them every week leading up to their party for 4 weeks. And then I also touch base with them a couple days before their party and the day of their party. Now, how do I keep track of that, and how do I do that? So I'm going to share that with you. So first, how do I keep track of those conversations, and how do I keep track of those parties? So I have a binder that I use for my hostess coaching, and this is one of the ARC binders. You can use a regular binder or a folder, whatever works well for you. I have found that I really need things done by the month. So we'll go in here for number 9 is for September. And I've got one of these hostess coaching checklists from TOT for each one of my hostesses. So let me just share with you, here's an example of one. So this you can find right on TOT, and it gives you a spot, it's kind of a glare. It gives you a spot to put her name, her contact information, and then literally tells you what you need to do for each connection. It's so helpful. So for example, the first connection is go over the information in the hostess packet and find out what kind of party she wants to have. So this hostess, for example, wants to do a campfire theme and make it like a fall kickoff party, which is going to be so much fun. So I can check off each of these conversations that I'm having with her. The other thing that I like to do to help with these is I make cute little videos for each one of those touch points, because I'm not always able to connect with each and every hostess on the phone. That's the great thing about our business, right? We get to be flexible. And not all of my hostesses work with the same kind of schedule that I work with. So I love to send them these videos that literally go over everything I want to cover with them that I would love to cover with them on the phone. And then I always give them a little challenge like, okay, here's your first challenge. Here's what you're going to do. Let me know when you've got your guest list ready, and I'll give you the next step. And that always keeps them coming back, so that way I can touch base with them again and give them the following step. And it's how we really work together for a successful party. Now, I use 4 different videos for those, and you've got to find the verbiage that works for you. I do one video for them to connect with them when they first book the party. I do another one giving them some more steps. I give them some pointers for how to make their party interactive and get people there. And then I also do one for after the party, giving them some more challenges. And one of the things I love about using this to keep track of everything, this hostess coaching checklist, is that I take the back of the paper while I'm at the party, and I usually just take this whole book right with me. And then that's where I can jot things down. So if it's a home party, I'm going to jot down any parties that I booked. I'm going to jot down any specials that are left over. And I'm going to jot down the names of people that she wants to connect with still for outside orders after the party. If it's a Facebook party, I write down all of the names of the people that were at the party and how many raffle entries that they earned. I also write down any extra specials that are available, and I use it to write down anybody's names that have placed orders. And it just helps me to really connect with the hostess during and after the party. So that way I can help her have the best party that she possibly can. So for some more in detail hostess coaching tips on what those conversations should look like, Renee Pugh has an amazing 31-minute call that you can find right on TOT. Some of my verbiage comes from those and the little challenges that she gives, and some come directly from that hostess coaching checklist. So I encourage you, use the tools that we've got. TOT is an incredible resource. That hostess coaching checklist and our 31-minute calls can help you find the right blend that works for you. Thanks. Have a great day.